3, 2, 1, action.
And we've wrapped racing at the 2025 Sarasota 2K Regatta. I'm here with winning head coach of the UCF Knights, Mara Allen. They've come away with a clean sweep of every single event on the D1 women's side, taking home the Benderson Cup in 2025. Mara, can you give us an initial reaction about how the team is feeling about their performance this weekend?
I think they're feeling really excited. They definitely came in with a plan of what we wanted to accomplish. We didn't know if it was possible, but I really love the team for how big they're dreaming right now and what they're putting in the work for it to become. And I think this was a really good result. Obviously, the best result we could have had for the day. So they're very happy. But it will be back to work on Monday.
We spoke on the broadcast about having to build culture and build buy-in, especially being a new coach to lead the program and kind of introducing the amount of work and the level of commitment that it takes to really operate at the highest level of D1 NCAA women's rowing. What are some things that you've introduced to the team to help them create that buy-in and get them excited about how hard they're going to have to work moving forward, not just here in Sarasota, but beyond?
I think, something I learned from my previous boss, Dave O'Neill, is just how important the storytelling is and how clear. And Andy Teitelbaum also talks a lot about just being really clear and concise with your messaging, and that's something I know I've had to do a much better job of than I've ever done, I would say, to help them understand like what they need to grab, like give them a goal to grab onto, and then tell them like, okay, then this is what you need to be doing. And it's not me doing that, it's the other teams are doing that. Like, I don't make this hard. Like UNC makes it hard, Alabama makes it hard, Dartmouth makes it hard. So like, I'm not gonna, and then it's also just trying to make good predictions of what you actually need to do to be with those teams. And so I think they've really made it their own, and that's what I think why they've so far been successful. But we've long season ahead.
It is a long season ahead, but I feel like this is such a great launching part.
Yeah.
Like there's so many great teams here, such a deep field, so many entries, so lots of opportunities to line up to race multiple times over the course of a 2-day program. Looking back at kind of the way that we approach the broadcast and the way we want to talk about your team in particular, I know there were a couple of boats that missed out on podiums here last year.
Yeah. Was
redemption part of the storyline for you guys this year?
Yeah, and especially this being in our backyard, I think it makes it more special. Like, we should have home field advantage. We don't have to fly here, so it's kind of like we don't have any obstacle to do well here other than ourselves. And I think coming away last year, we had some good results, but ultimately the team didn't win, and that was, Miami's a great team, so it wasn't bad to be second to them, but obviously everyone wants to win. And something we started even talking about last summer, like when they were leaving, or just right before Big 12, talking about like this event and how we wanted to like start the season and all the work that was gonna have to go into doing this well. And obviously it's a launching pad, hopefully, but that there was a clear focus on like what we think this team can hopefully be. And I think we're seeing some hopeful signs of that. But yeah, this was definitely a pain point for us.
Yeah. Well, obviously a great result, great turnaround in a couple of boats, and came away with medals in every single one, gold medals at that. Tell us really quickly, what is next on the schedule for you guys?
We head to Rocky Top Invite next weekend, which will be Tennessee, Duke, UNC, Clemson, and Minnesota.
So more great competition.
Yeah, we're gonna turn it right around and get to take this ship on the road. So
amazing. Well, it's been great catching up with you. Congratulations again to you and all of your athletes, and we'll see you next weekend.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Benderson.